When somebody tells you, oh, you look pretty, tell them, oh, thank you, I do, don't I?
Like, comment and subscribe.
Hi darlings, if you're new here, my name is Yvonne and I'm back with another video. To my old subscribers, welcome back, and if you're just joining us, welcome to the family. Today I'll be discussing self-confidence. I'll be talking about how to conquer your lack of confidence and increase self-confidence in a way that you will not only have bare confidence but a high level of confidence. By the way, if you're not subscribed to this channel, please make sure you subscribe right now, as you'll be helping me out and so you don't miss the videos I'm going to be dropping consecutively for the rest of the year. Also, don't forget to turn on post notifications so you can be notified every time I post a video. Sometimes self-esteem and self-confidence get mixed up. Self-esteem is how much you value yourself and your worth as a human being, and self-confidence is how much trust you have in your abilities and your likelihood to succeed. The two go hand in hand, or they tend to go hand in hand, and a lack of either of them can really affect your mental health. If you're dealing with a lack of confidence, then today I'm going to show you how to make confidence your middle name so you can conquer anything. So, what is self-confidence? Like I said earlier, being self-confident means you have to trust in your abilities, like, your qualities and your judgments. You're not being arrogant, you're just sure of yourself, and you just know deep down that you're capable of making the right decision when you're at crossroads, or knowing that you're capable of succeeding in that competition. In short, you don't doubt yourself. That is self-confidence, and it's a very good quality to have, and we're going to get into why it is a very good quality to have next. Having self-confidence is important everywhere, from your relationships, to the workplace, and in handling anything that life throws at you. You can be vulnerable with your partners or family members and not feel the need to second guess, how they feel about you. You feel prepared to ask for that raise at work and have, clear, effective communication with your co-workers. And whatever happens, you know that you have the ability to stand back up and try again. That is self-confidence. On the other hand, if you do not have self-confidence, it is really bad. A lack of confidence can be pretty hard on your mental health, and we definitely don't want that. It could show up in different ways, from shyness to social anxiety to lack of assertiveness to communication problems to an increased risk for mental health problems. There's just a lot of ways it can show up, and we really don't want that. Now, gaining confidence is not always easy because it takes a lot of willpower to genuinely think highly of yourself. We're all our own harshest critics, right? There was a point in my life where I had low to zero confidence. Guys, it was so bad that I would rather stand outside for hours than go inside a room filled with people. I remember going for a singing audition some years back when I was younger, and I couldn't even look at the camera. I think I was 14 or 13 at the time. I couldn't even look at the camera, and when I did, I literally started shaking. Guys, it was that bad. I ended up walking out of that place crying and bawling my eyes out. I was so disappointed in myself, but it felt like I just couldn't help myself at the time. If you're wondering how to build self-confidence and avoid all the terrible things that come with the lack of confidence, don't worry, there's some steps that you can take in order to increase your self-confidence and build your self-confidence. These are the steps that I took, and increased my confidence. Basically increased my confidence from little to way above average, and it's still growing with each passing day. And I'm sure that if you take these steps, it's going to do the same for you too. The first step I'm going to tell you guys about is to do what you're best at. Do what you're best at. It may sound simple, but you have to play to your strengths, at least at first. Do what you know you're good at. Do what you love. Do what comes easy to you, because it shows how capable you are. From there, you can take baby steps to, and work towards bigger and newer challenges. If you start with a super big and daunting project, chances are you're going to be overwhelmed, and it's not going to work out. But if you work towards it, Each little step, each baby step you take, each small step you take will prepare you for the bigger one ahead. The second step is to use positive affirmations. You wouldn't think that looking in a mirror and, you know, telling yourself how awesome you are would work, but guys, it totally does. I started doing this and it was a game changer for me. If you manifest those good vibes out into the universe, if you speak them out, they would come back to you. Even the Bible says the tongue is powerful. So speak good things about yourself and let God make it a reality. So please say these words with me, or you can write them in a sticky note and put them on your computer or your mirror, whatever works for you guys. I believe in my skills and abilities. I am intelligent and capable. Challenges are opportunities to grow and improve. I show up every day and do my best. I'm becoming a better version of myself one day at a time. There are tons of other affirmations that you can keep telling yourself and speaking to yourself. And even if at first you don't believe what you're saying, as you keep telling yourself those words, the more you speak those words to yourself, you find that it will start becoming a part of you. You find that you start believing those words and you start acting like it. The next step is to accept compliments. Guys, I know this one is a little funny because, you know, accepting a compliment can be the hardest thing in the world. Trust me, I know. When you're already hard on yourself due to, you know, your lack of confidence, it can feel like you don't deserve that praise, and a bit of that imposter syndrome slips in. So imposter syndrome, for those who don't know what it means, is simply the feeling of, you know, self-doubt and personal incompetence that persists despite whatever education you have, you know, whatever experience you have, or even whatever accomplishments you might have. You know, you still doubt yourself. You don't think you're enough, you know. But the truth is, if somebody is giving you a compliment, it probably means they truly mean it. I mean, I don't think, if they don't really mean it, they won't waste their time now coming to be complimenting you. I mean, what are they going to gain? You know, so if somebody's giving you a compliment, it's probably because they truly mean it. And you should view that as a little win. It means that someone else already sees in you what you want to achieve, even if you don't see it in yourself. So next time when somebody compliments you, don't brush it off or say something like, oh no, you don't mean that, or, you know, believe it. Own that compliment and push your confidence boost outwards. When somebody tells you, oh, you look pretty, tell them, oh, thank you, I do, don't I? You know, you could just say something like that and laugh it off. I mean, you find that the more you do that, the more you practice that, the more you know, start finding yourself beautiful. You start, you know, finding that you look beautiful. Basically, you start seeing yourself as beautiful and you start believing that you're beautiful. Another important step you need to take to improve your confidence level is to stop the self-criticism and choose self-compassion. It can be really easy to fall into a loop of self-criticism and, you know, being hard on yourself. But at the end of the day, it's just going to foster more self-doubt and prevent you from pursuing your goals. So despite what you may have seen, you know, some overly ambitious fitness coaches or whatever do, you know, where they're usually mean to those they are trying to motivate, or they're like, oh, you a-hole, or you this, or you that, you're this, you're that, and, you know, I don't know what they intend to gain by that. But no matter what you might have seen, you know, where they are mean to people they're coaching, being mean doesn't really help you. It doesn't motivate you. Instead, invite all of that self-love, you know, and adopt can over cannot. Don't say, oh, I don't think I can do this. No. Say, I can do this. Tell yourself that you can and believe it. And if it doesn't work out immediately, if it doesn't work out the first time, if it doesn't work out this time, you can always try again. And eventually it's definitely going to work out. My last step is to learn from mistakes and set goals. Learn from mistakes and set goals. Messing up is inevitable. So don't automatically try to label yourself as a failure if, you know, something is not perfect on your first try. Don't label yourself as a failure. Don't call yourself a failure. Even Steve Jobs literally made a ton of mistakes before he got it right. And if he hadn't tried all those things and made all those mistakes, I'm sure technology worldwide would totally be different, and not in a good way. Dwelling on the mishaps or, you know, your failures is not going to help, because you cannot go back to change anything. You need to realize that. Try to view them as lessons instead. Do you know what goes hand in hand with learning from mistakes? Setting goals. Taking risks is a very big factor in upping your self-confidence. And the same goes for saying what's on your mind and taking action when you say you will. Don't procrastinate. So these 5 steps might not be the easiest to incorporate, but that's what makes them effective. And if I can do it, you definitely can do it. And remember what I said about taking risks. Once you have mastered the art of compassion, accepting compliments and learning from your mistakes, then you'll be able to handle any obstacle that's thrown your way. If you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you haven't done that already. If you have any video ideas, just let me know in the comment section, or you can hit me up on Instagram at yvonne_uka. That's YVONNE_UKA. I'm sure it's on your screen. You can also check the description box for details on how to reach me. And if your ideas are feasible, I'll definitely get right to it. Thank you for watching and have a beautiful day or night. Bye.